princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Peripera Airy Ink Velvet Fall Winter 2017 shades. I reviewed the other 5 shades in July this year and I liked the formula so much that I decided to grab the new Fall and Winter 2017 shades, even though they're all brown toned and I don't particularly like brown toned lipsticks. This was also heavily requested from you guys, so I decided to make the review on them anyway. So the product description says, this lip tint glides on smoothly, offering vivid colour and soft velvety texture to your lips. The enriched formula keeps your lips moist and glossy without feeling sticky. These tints come in the same packaging as the regular velvet version, but the outer plastic is frosted, which makes them a little bit more unique. It is a little bit hard to tell these colours apart because they are all brown toned. I do have to compare the ink drop on the front to figure out which shade is which. They have really lovely doe foot applicators, and these applicators actually have a small hole in the centre to help with the sheerer application. There are 5 shades in this collection, and this collection is based on brown toned shades. It Brown Orange is a very orange based brown shade, like the name would suggest. This is probably my least favourite shade in the collection, though I actually think that it looks quite nice on my skin tone. I find these tints quite easy to apply. The only thing that annoys me about the application is how little of the wand there is to hold on to. My Brown Coral is a pretty brown toned coral shade. This is a very wearable shade for me and one that I quite enjoy wearing on an everyday basis. This shade, as well as the lighter pink Dry Rose Brown, can be slightly streaky since they are lighter colours. I find that a lot of my natural lip colour shows through these 2 shades, which will make them look slightly different on me in comparison to other people that have different lip colours. Glimpse Brick Brown is a pretty mid-toned brown shade. I feel a little bit ambivalent with this shade. I don't actively like it or dislike it. I think that it looks really flattering on my skin tone, but it's not really a shade that I reach for on a regular basis. I find these lip tints to be quite flattering on my dry lips in the sense that they don't emphasise any flakiness or wrinkles. But this does not mean that they are moisturising. I find that my lips start to feel dry within about 3 hours of wear, but I can apply a lip balm over the top. Legend Brown Red is a really pretty rosy brown shade. This is one of my favourite shades to wear. I find that this colour is really flattering on my skin tone, and it's a colour that I can pick up and wear every day. These tints do not dry down to be smudge proof, but they do stain my lips and last throughout the day quite nicely. They tend to build up on the inside of my lip line, but it's not a big deal for me. Dry Rose Brown is, unsurprisingly, my favourite shade in the collection. I really enjoy wearing pink shades, and this is no exception. In the promo pictures, this shade looks a lot dustier and darker, whereas on me, it just looks like a normal rosy pink. I think that the promotional photos for these shades have been enhanced and the colours changed slightly, though this difference in colour could also be to do with my skin tone as well as the actual colour of my lips mixing with the colour of the tints. However, I find that all 5 shades look very different on me than they do on the promotional photos. So I love that these tints are inexpensive at about $6 to $7 each. They have cute, functional packaging and are easy to apply. They have a super thin texture, which is really flattering on dry lips. It's very easy to create a full lip look or a gradient lip look. I have a gradient on today with the last 2 shades, Dry Rose Brown and Legend Brown. There is an absolutely beautiful colour range, although some of the shades are not my cup of tea. And they have really good longevity and staining power. I don't love that the wands are a little bit difficult to hold onto. You either have to hold onto this little knob at the end or this really big chunky section. So I wish that the packaging was slightly different, although I do think that it is really cute. I love the texture and the formula of these tints. They are so lightweight, easy to wear, easy to apply, and they last really well on me throughout the day. They also look really flattering on my lips, which are on the drier side, especially through winter. They do get to be quite flaky, and I find that these tints especially do not really disturb the flakes and make them look flakier and drier than they already are. I think that these tints are really well suited to most princesses who actually like the shade range. I think that the formula works well with the plumpest and nicest lips or the driest and wrinkliest lips. Whereas the velvet line is a lot thicker, and I feel like that makes the flakes on my lips look a lot more obvious. So I do prefer the Airy Ink line over the velvet line at the moment. There is also a new line called Cloud Ink Velvet, which I am very interested in trying out for comparison, because like Airy Ink Velvet, Cloud Ink Velvet, how different are they really going to be? Is it just a new name for the same thing? But if you guys would like me to try out the Cloud Ink Velvet, then do let me know in the comments down below and I will grab some for reviews next year. Oh my god, I'm thinking about things for 2018. But I would recommend the Peripera Airy Ink Velvet to any princesses who are looking for lip tints that are super lightweight, have a beautiful colour range and last really well throughout the day. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you next time. Bye!